Hi, Chris from Dynojet here. Today I'm going to demonstrate a Power Commander 5 installation on this 2012 Yamaha R1. The principles in this video can be applied on 2009 models all the way up to 2013s. To install this unit, we're going to need to remove the seat and prop up the fuel tank. We'll go ahead and get started by removing these two bolts on the back side of the seat. We're going to go ahead and remove the toolkit so we can prop the fuel tank up. By removing these 4 bolts and these push pins, we can loosen this bracket above the battery. Next, we'll want to remove these plastic panels from both sides of the fuel tank. Now we can loosen the fuel tank bolt on both sides here. Now we'll remove the bolt at the front of the fuel tank. Now we can prop up the fuel tank. This upper fairing on the left-hand side will need to be removed. We'll go ahead and remove the mid fairing from the left-hand side of the bike. We're going to store our module behind the battery here under the seat. We'll need to route the harness underneath the battery bracket along the left-hand side of the fuel tank forward towards the engine, and we'll want to pull our gray wire through this hole here in the frame. I've secured the Power Commander's ground wire with the ring lug to the negative terminal of the bike's battery. And then we'll remove these 2 bolts. With this piece loosened, I can access the throttle position sensor on the left-hand side of the throttle bodies through the hole in the frame. I want to unplug the connector from the bike's TPS, and then I'll pull it out. With the stock TPS connector pulled out, I'm going to attach the gray wire from the Power Commander harness to the stock white wire from the throttle position sensor. I'll put the white wire through the slotted gray nut on the posi tap, then thread the pointed end of the posi tap down onto it. Then I'll slide the red nut over the gray wire. I'll push the end of the gray wire down into the body of the posi tap, and then I'll thread the red nut down on top of it. Now once that I've attached the gray wire to the white wire of the TPS, I can go ahead and plug it back in. Next thing I want to do is I'll plug the pair of 4-pin leads on the Power Commander harness in line with the stock green 4-pin connector here on the back left side of the engine. I'll also do the same with the pair of 3-pin connectors. I'll plug those in line with the green 3-pin connectors in the same location. And now that we have our connectors plugged in, we'll store the bundle of wires here. And now that everything's plugged in, all that's left to do is start reassembling the bike.